You can probably tell by looking at me that I was born before the internet emerged, which is really not that long ago. And I had my sweetheart, and I was living in London, she was living in Manchester, which is about 200 miles away, in England. And the only way we could communicate, we didn't have cell phones or anything, was by writing letters. She has kept, my wife has still got, more than 50 years later, if not all, most of my letters. I'm not sure I want to read too many of them. I'm not sure what I said in those days, but I think it was okay. But it expressed something of my heart. Many of you listening may not have ever written a letter to anybody, although I do find it very intimate and very loving to spend time writing, but that shows my age. Point I'm making is that we express ourselves through letters. We express our feelings. We tell someone what they mean to us. And this is what I tried to do with my Mo back in the day when we were kids. And even after we got married, we could only communicate. If I was away, we could communicate by letter. So I expressed my heart. And each one of us, our lives are writing a letter, or we are being written. And so in that context, Paul says to the Corinthians, he says, do I need to commend myself as a big shot? Do I need to come in with letters of recommendation, or what do I need to come in to you as my introduction? And he says, no, I don't. He said, you people that I've been living with and ministering to, you are my letter written. You're a letter that's written. I helped God write whatever you've become. So the letter written about our lives is who we become, and therefore who we are. So let me put it this way. If you wrote a letter about your life, what would it say? If somebody else wrote a letter about your life, what would it say? Would it say the same kind of thing? And so we express ourselves with these kind of words. Our letters describe our hearts, what we're trying to say. They describe ultimately our value. So what do you believe? So I was thinking about this. If I just had a few words to write, what would I say? And there were several things that came to my mind. I'll do a few of them. I could express the deepest passion of my heart in 4 words, which would be born to be loved. It's the greatest 4 words I ever heard in my life. When God spoke those things to me, I expressed those things to other people, born to be loved. So you are writing a letter for yourself. You are also helping other people write their letter. If you are impressing other people, what are you telling them? What value system are you giving them? Try and express yourself. Do this as an exercise. Try and express yourself in a very few words. I did an exercise the other day where I said 10 words, 9 words, 8 words, 7 words, down to 1 word. I'll just give you a clue. My last 1 word was, I had 2 actually. I'm still split between which one I like the more. But one was yes, which is, because God is a yes God, and the other one is ha, which is, that's another day to explain. Abraham. Try and express yourself in a few words. What would you say? What's the letter written about your life? And what do you want it to say? If it's not saying what you want it to say, what do you need to change? But make sure that people can understand, and it's legible, it's clear, and it's obvious.